¿Cómo le va,
8
Mika?
minutes on the clock to decide this first team duel.
Both of these athletes
Yo creo que
are absolutely fearless. They will throw caution to the wind.
este es
They
el
will take
definitivo
risk, and they will
de Andrew
push to try to
Paul.
find the win for their team.
You know, and both these guys came in right on the limit. 77.65
Sí,
for
señor.
Galvao, 76.65 for DeAndre. But look how much bigger Mika looks than DeAndre.
Yeah, looks very, very solid as he sticks a foot sweep in at the side there.
It all comes down to this. If Mika can get the submission, New Wave guarantee victory and will go on in this tournament. If it's a double elimination, then it will go to the judges' scorecards, and we really don't know how it will go.
Yeah, it's going to keep these guys pushing the whole time. But you look at the guys who Mika Galvao has fought, and guys in this tournament as well, it's not just wins, it's wins by submission.
Listen, one thing we have to remember is that if USA do manage to win, if DeAndre wins by submission, or if they get the decision after the end of this,
Se está digitalizando mucho, Mika.
never seen in grappling history.
Oh, Galvao collects the leg. He's going to try and wrestle through on this single.
No,
Looked like he was
But
stuffed for a second.
he's trapped up in this high ground game, both the overhooks. For Corbe, he could turn this into a front headlock position, like a submission off of a front headlock, pretty easily, or back into a crucifix.
Mika's going for a knee bar.
He's going for a knee bar.
It's almost like a...
It's a Turk. He's controlling the leg. There's not breaking pressure on it, but it's definitely kind of making it a little bit tricky for DeAndre to move right now. But Mika's stuck.
Yeah, tactical grip game from Galvao trying to find his way out of this.
Okay, now Mika is in a good
Eso
position.
le salió.
Start getting his game going. And they're right in front of us up here against the pit wall.
Galvao controlling that offside or outside foot there.
You got to watch for those flash toe hold submissions.
Yeah, Mika has got a 76% submission rate. Mika.
Yeah, over 82 victories, or 82 submissions, should I say, from 108 victories.
And that's just in his recent years as well. That's not even considering the colored belt
The brown
career.
belts.
Yeah, because, you know, don't forget, he's only 21 years of age, and he's already so experienced and has been on the highest level since he was a teenager.
So got his black belt from his father, July of 2021.
Youngest IBJJF champion in history.
Corbe definitely going to be limited with some of the things he can do from his guard with his head up against the corner of the pit like
That was
that.
nice elevation.
Yeah, and he's looking to get a grip up around the shoulders here. Look at the
Creating off
sweep.
balance.
Trying to get the Sumi going, but good base from Mika. Look how flexible he is, the way he just bases out. It's going to be hard to get a good leg entry going, getting underneath Mika. And the way he switches his feet like that, nice footwork.
Tries the hip switch, ends up back in this double butterfly position. Corbe frame in on the left side, looking to win the grips. It's a real battle over here on the inside, the position we can see on the camera. Who wins that becomes the offensive player here.
En 50 minutos empiezo a trabajar. Ay, 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 hasta las 6 a.m.
I'm not sure how much opportunity Mika has had practice on
Ya
the
Mika
board.
está
I'm not
arriba.
sure how much opportunity DeAndre has had, but it is a game changer. And getting stuck up against the wall right here is not great.
Galvao slowly inching his way through this guard. Now has the body lock. That knee shield is out of there. The butterfly hook is out of there. Corbe really left with just his half guard and the frame from his left elbow to protect him.
Mika steps over.
Oh, and he's slowly inching his way up here.
He sat on the legs, not quite the upper body.
Uh-oh. Nice recovery so far by Corbe, trying to fight Galvao off of his back.
Sí, sí, se la espalda. Le va a ganar, se la va a ganar, se la va a ganar, se la va a ganar.
Yeah, he's looking to ride his way up, and it was good guard
Nice
retention
recovery
for
from
Corbe.
DeAndre Corbe.
But this is all positive forward pressure and points on the judges' scorecards for Mika Galvao.
And we're past the halfway mark. And DeAndre...
Yeah, this one's going quick, right?
Yeah, he hasn't just hung in there. You know, he showed that he's not an easy target by any means.
Yeah, again, Galvao trying to chase the back. You know, well, he's again looking for a grip here under the arm. We've got to start thinking, if this goes another 3 minutes, you know, this match will be a judge's decision, along with, who we got, Wagner and Elijah, Luke and Pat, and then, of course, Taylor and
We're not accepting.
Dorian. They're the matches that are going to determine the outcome of this one. And
And it may come down to that how that pyramid match is scored.
That's the question, right?
Yeah, because it could kind of be scored either way, right?
Ush, se lo volteó.
Oh, it may not
Se lo
matter.
volteó, papá. Se le volteó. Se le volteó la torta.
What an
Se le
entry
volteó la
from
torta a
DeAndre
Mika.
Corbey.
That was Mika overcommitted.
Ahí ya se salió.
Kind of row drag
Y otra vez
style,
por
looking to
encima.
stretch the arm. That was a good moment there, but now Mika is really pouring on the pressure.
Well, I think he senses the urgency and that the tempo's got to turn up here.
Watch out for the flying armbar if they stay on their feet. Mika is a savage with that. It's Mika who pulls now.
And backs over to the wall.
What an interesting tactic.
Did not expect that, but he wants DeAndre to come at him. He wants to make meaningful contact. Maybe that was his thinking. I'm going to go up against the wall. DeAndre's going to have to follow.
Do not sleep on the passing of DeAndre Corbey. Do not sleep right here. But it's the arm lock game of Mika Galval. That's the thing that he's most known for, and it's the most dangerous. Mika definitely trying to sneak that arm through. He's very, very dangerous with his closed guard.
His violent arm lock and stuff over the top, just absolutely brutal. But this is for everything here. Minute and 45 seconds. If this match goes to the scorecards, it really is up for grabs.
It's a pick'em. It really is.
Mika's thinking about this mirror lock here.
Or he switches out for the close guard armbar. He's so good. Oh, switches sides.
Looking to attack here.
Turns into offense for Corbey, maybe. Mika now switching to the legs.
Wow.
En el combate.
Was Mika, but doesn't get it.
You need submission bites at this point. It's all about the aggression, racking up the intent to finish the match. Into the final minute here, crowd trying to get behind them.
Mika's got 1 minute to try and get past that guard. DeAndre has to grab something meaningful and try and crank it because he needs a legit submission.
Oh, here we go. Oh, loose and he falls off. I can't get over the contrast in the corners. Danaher saying nothing. Saunders is screaming his lungs out.
Well, Melky is the vocal coach in the corner right now. He's coaching Mika in Portuguese. If there's anybody who can talk Mika through this, it is his father.
Lo tienen como.
But look at this position. You don't often see Mika get stuck like this.
And that's a deep underhook. If he can free his knee, he can make a turn here. Something could happen right here at the very end. Look at Mika throwing his leg into a crazy position to save it.
That's some incredible flexibility right there.
And dexterity. He didn't like rip his leg in there. He physically put it there. That was nuts.
Final 10, leg pummeling from Corbey over the top. I think we're going to go to the judges' scorecards.
I never would have thought that we would see this duel go down like that.
Well, we're going to let them connect their thoughts, and anxious folks looking on in the dressing rooms.
I cannot wait to see how this decision goes, because right now, I am in no position to make a prediction on who gets the nod here.
I was just going to ask you that. We've got 4 matches, folks, that went to double elimination. The scores in those matches are the ones that are going to determine who took this. And guys, you've been sort of tracking the whole way along. You think it's kind of down to how was Taylor and Corbey, how was Taylor's match scored against Dorian?
And I think there's some question
And
on
how
the
was the last
Wagner
match
versus
scored?
Elijah Dorsey match, too.
Yeah.
Because Wagner did get the more meaningful submission attempt with the Kimura,
Yeah.
but it was a
Landed in
counter to a
mount.
takedown that ended with Dorsey in the dominant
Cuidado.
position. So maybe there's
te sientes ahí, mi amor? No, ahí no.
That one gets scored as well. I could see that being a split.
So just a reminder, folks, we have tremendously experienced judges pit side here. They're all extremely high-level grapplers, competitors, black belts themselves. On top of that, they've been having regular conferences for quite some time, the same as they did last year, studying matches, going through examples, rescoring old matches under the criteria. They're dialed in here, and you've got to figure it is a tough, tough one for them.
Yeah, they know what they're looking at, but even still, that is a very tough. That is one job I do not envy here tonight, is the judge in a duel like that. And now we're getting all 5 members of each team right here in the pit for the official verdict. And Team America's, if I was on that team, I would be feeling pretty good. I'd be feeling pretty good they even got to this point, and it wasn't like a clean sweep or a blowout.
I like that Pat Downey came out in his Moneyberg socks.
Shout out. Big Money B.
Well, Michael C. Williams, I'm guessing at this point, knows. We don't. We're going to find out at the same time as you. Whew, guys, I'm so anxious.
Ladies and gentlemen, in our first team duel here in the quarterfinal round of CJI2, we go the distance. In that first team duel, we had 2 submissions, one for each team. All other matches were scored individually at that time by the judges at pit side, and those score cumulative totals are as follows. Your first judge, Justin Flores, scores it 40-36. Your second judge, Jaron Villel, 39-37. Your third judge, Zach Maslany, 39-36. All see it unanimously for the team. Moving on to the semi-final round. Coach Danaher, Team New Wave.
Sí, que si no era un robo. Si no era un robo, porque eso no fue tap.
First opening duel against Team Americas, and guys, give us your gut reaction to those scores.
I'll be honest, the scores are kind of all over the place.
A little bit wider than you thought, maybe?
Si no era un robo.
10-8 rounds there, which I thought was very interesting. But hey, we knew that it was going to be chaotic. We knew that it was going to be unpredictable here tonight. And I think this sets the tone for this amazing CGI 2. This first duel going that way, man, I just can't wait to see what's coming up next.
Well, you know, they say the ball don't lie. You know, was it a tap? Was it not a tap in the Pyramid Bodoni match? It worked out so that it didn't matter.
No quiero aceptar mi amor.
The ball don't lie.
Well, let's go ahead, and Alex Wendling is with...
Yo quería carne.
With your 2-time ADCC champ, it went to the decision. I know that's probably not what you guys anticipated, but we got to talk about that tap out. Do you feel like there needs to be a more definitive criteria to call a tap out like that official?
I mean, I think everybody in the arena knows that that wasn't a tap out if you just look at it. But
if you are in the crowd tonight and you did think it was a tap out, because
I think the important thing is that we made it to day 2, and you know, our team came out and we did the best that we could, and now here we're in the semifinals. We're going to focus on day 2 and taking home that $1 million for the team. That's the biggest thing. So I'm proud of all my teammates, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
100%. I definitely didn't think it was a tap out. When it came to the matchups that you originally had, taking out Gavin Corbet and then Taylor Pyramid, getting the draw there. When you're looking at the future for what you guys have, what is on the mentality side?
You mean for tomorrow? I think, you know, like, it's for me personally, it's my first experience in the pit. You know, so it was just kind of, first day was just to get accustomed to it. I think we all performed, if you look at the performances overall, I think everybody performed extremely well. And we'll see who makes it to the semifinals with us tomorrow between Atos and the Europeans, and we'll strategize based on that. So I'm confident in my team and our ability to make the adjustments we have to for tomorrow.
You did an amazing job tonight. Give it up for your New Wave Warriors advancing to the semifinals, day 2 tomorrow.
Well, thank you, Alex and Giancarlo Bodoni. And guys, you know, I'm not sure what we expected Giancarlo to say there. You know, ever professional. He knows they got the job done. He's going to focus on tomorrow. How do you feel overall about their performance tonight?
Well, I don't think they made a lot of fans, that's for sure. I mean, every tournament, every match, every fight event in history needs a good guy and a bad guy. And we got our bad guys, right? They're not just fighting for the $1 million, they're fighting to win the respect of the crowd here as well.
You know, Giancarlo kind of sat out there in stunned silence for a second. He said, I think everybody here knows that that wasn't a tap. And then the crowd wildly disagreed with him. I think probably the response from the online fan, I know I was just scrolling through the chat. I see you guys out there. They seem to feel like it was not a tap. The crowd seems to feel like it was a tap.
I don't think it was a legit submission. I think it was maybe, it was a bit of a brain fart, if anything, but Giancarlo had let his hand do that. He didn't look under threat for that submission. I don't think he was going to tap to that pressure, but hey, the result is incontestable. It is what it is.
I gotta say, when it happened, we were all kind of, you know, not really sure about that one. But guys, look, Team America, we said don't sleep on them. And boy, they kind of delivered with some exciting grappling there.
Yeah, it goes to show that
Ganó
all Misfits teams
el
have a
equipo de
fighting
Mika.
chance in this
Por la
tournament. You know,
semifinal.
this tournament is high stakes. People are going to come. They're going to come hungry. They're going to come hard. There's absolutely no doubt they're going to come out and they're not going to roll over for anybody.
Yeah, we've got, that was a great team duel. We've got 3 more coming up your night. We've got the women's bracket. Obviously up next, we've got Team Atos taking on Team Europe, another Misfit squad looking to make a big upset. The crowd is getting going here. It's filling up. Thomas and Mac is absolutely pumping. Join us in a moment for more action from CGI 2.
Guardian is the